Hi, my name is Sara.dalicandro, and in this channel here, we talk about real estate in Eastern Massachusetts. We talk about all the cities and towns in this great state, and we talk about life as a homeowner. So if any of that sounds interesting to you, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and that little bell so you get notified whenever a new video drops. In this video here, we're going to talk about what to do when your home is overpriced. So let's get started. When it comes to selling your home, price is the most important thing. If you don't have the price right, your home is not going to sell. Even if you have a wonderful home, if the price isn't right, people are not going to put an offer on your home. And the reason being is that buyers are not looking at just your house. Your house does not exist in a fishbowl. Buyers are looking at your house and they're looking at other houses as well. So your home is being compared to all the other homes on the market in that price range. And if your home doesn't fit in that price range, it's time to make an adjustment. Now, assuming that you have great pictures, you have video, you have a floor plan, that your home has been clean, your home smells nice, the curb appeal of your home is fantastic. All of those things have been taken care of, and you're still not getting offers. You're still not getting a lot of traffic in your home. That is a clear indication that it's overpriced. And usually, after the first 2 to 3 weeks, maybe even 4 weeks, if you haven't really gotten any activity, requests to show the home, or any offers at all, that there's something wrong with the price. Now, I'm going to give you a couple of options of what you can do, how to address it, and hopefully one of these will work for you. So the first and most straightforward thing you can do is make a price change. That's the easiest thing you could do, is slash that price. Now, when I say make a price change, I don't mean $1,000, $2,000, even $5,000. If you're going to make a price change, it needs to be substantial. If you have your home listed for $825,000 and you cut the price $5,000 and now it's listed at $820,000, that's not going to make a big difference. It's not going to make a big difference in what someone offers, and it's not going to make a big difference in their monthly mortgage payment. So if you're going to make a price cut, it needs to be substantial enough that it will make a difference in the price of the home, monthly payments, and it will catch the eye of buyers who may have been circling the home, eyeing the home for some time and thinking, gosh, if it was only less money, then I might be able to afford it, or I'll go check it out. So make sure that that price change is substantial. Don't do $1,000, $2,000. That's useless. And frankly, if you do $1,000 or $2,000 and then you wait 2 weeks and then you do $5,000, you just wasted weeks with these minuscule price changes that don't make a difference. Another thing you can do when it comes to price changes is price change it to a lower bracket. And what I mean by that is, let's say your home is listed for $820,000. Well, usually when buyers are searching for homes and they put their criteria into MLS or all the third-party websites, they work with round numbers. So they'll say, I'm looking for a home between $600,000 and $700,000, or $750,000 and $800,000. So if your home is priced at $820,000 and you're ready to do a price cut, like I just said, don't do 5,000, don't do 10,000. Try doing like maybe $25,000 to get it in that under $800,000 price range. So instead of 820,000, you're now at $795,000. So that all those people that are searching in that up to $800,000 price range are now seeing your home. And usually when people say, well, I'm looking for a home between 7 and 8, it doesn't necessarily mean that 8 is the top of their range. It could be that 820 is the top of their range, or 810 is the top of their range, or they see this house and now suddenly, okay, maybe I can afford $810,000. Another option you can take is to offer a concession. So let's say, look at these floors are deplorable. I don't want to get the floors done. I'm pricing it as it is. And what I'm going to do is I'll just offer a $10,000 concession to get the floors done. And that might be what it takes for a buyer to come in and say, okay, you're going to give me $10,000 concession, which means essentially you get $10,000 back at close so I can get the floors done. Sometimes offering a concession is all you need when it comes to changing the price of your home. And the fourth thing you can do is offer a buy down. I really like this idea because it's unique and it really does help the buyer a lot more than simply doing a price cut. So what a buy down is where you offer to buy points to lower the interest rate for a certain number of years. So what you're doing is you're paying those points. So instead of the buyer paying 7% interest rate for 2 years, the buyer is paying a 5% interest rate. And then once those 2 years are up, it goes back up to the whatever the current interest rate is, almost like an adjustable interest rate. But you, as the seller, you're paying the points for that. And what that does in the long run really is saves the buyer a lot more money than if you did a $20,000 price cut. So that is a really cool option, especially in today's market where the interest rate tends to be a little bit on the higher side and buyers are a little bit nervous about that. Before you do that, though, make sure you talk to a lender, talk to your real estate agent, talk to your attorney, make sure that you have everything sort of squared away in how you're going to approach that, how it's worded in the agreement, so everyone knows what exactly it is that you're doing. And make sure you get those numbers done so you see how much you're paying out versus doing a price cut and how much the buyer could potentially be saving. Because if you could potentially save that buyer $30,000, that is certainly worth advertising, right? Rather than doing a 10 or 15 or $20,000 price cut. Now, if you're wondering, okay, I know my home might be priced at a little high, but I'm not really sure what I should price it at. Well, what I suggest you do is go to open houses, check out other homes that are priced in your price range or in a lower price range, and see what those homes look like, see how they compare to yours. Do they have the same number of bedrooms, updated baths, updated kitchens, hardwood floors, new mechanicals, all of that? And that should help you get a clearer picture of where your home should be priced at. Now, once you make that price change, give it a couple of weeks and then reassess. And if you're still not getting the traffic you should be getting, any offers, any interest to see the house, well, then that's means that you should probably have a discussion with your agent and potentially do another price change. Or perhaps take it off the market for a little while and put it back on during a different season. Because depending on the season, again, depending on where you live, could potentially dictate what you can get for your home. In my market in New England, winter tends to be a little bit slower, especially between the holidays. And then once January hits February, that's when a lot more homes come on the market. So depending on the time of year, could potentially affect your price. So hope this video was helpful. If it was, I would love a thumbs up. And if you found this content interesting and want to learn more about the real estate market, living in Massachusetts, and life as a homeowner, go ahead and subscribe and hit that little bell so you get notified whenever a new video drops. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you next time.